distracting and it's a lot of fun.
Wow, that's crazy. So more than one a day is okay.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay, so let's move to the second question. So why Isagenix for collagen? Why Isagenix for adaptogens? Why Isagenix for shakes? Like what makes us different from what's out there in the marketplace?
Yes, I'm going to monologue everyone's ear off for this, right? Because to me, at the end of the day, we can distill companies down to where they all sound the same. Shakes and collagen and elixirs. You know, find a company and you're going to see a lot of the similar products. Here's the big thing, right? And I don't mean this to brag, right? I was offered jobs that paid significantly more money, equity, you name it, to go to these other companies. Huge, a lot more money. And I turned them down, right? Because at the end of the day, I've got two goals in my life. The happiness, sorry, Sharon's calling me, so she's probably telling everyone to stop saying I'm underpaid. Anyways, send her to voicemail. I'm going to keep this monologue going. The two things that are important to me are my happiness and the happiness of my family, right? At the end of the day, that's really what we are all looking for. And so when I look at this, I wanted to be with a company that I knew I could go to bed every night feeling good about the products that I was advocating hundreds of thousands of people to take to improve their health and wellness. And I was willing to sacrifice tons of money to have that inner happiness. And that is so critical, right? My goal is my happiness, and my objective in life, my mission, is to help people, inspire people that they actually have more control with their health and wellness in their own hands than they realize. Simple decisions you make every day are far more impactful than any guy in a lab coat is ever going to do. And the Isagenix products are simply powerful in enabling you to make those decisions yourself. So let's cut it down to what makes them so different. One, clinical trials, right? When we talk about Isagenix as no compromise quality, there's two things that this means to me. One, there is no sacrifice in the ingredients. I used to have a giant stack. It literally was like this high on the back of my desk that I used to give illustrations to people. And what that was is that was probably 10,000 pages high. It was huge. And that was the testing that we do just on one of our products. And that was the chocolate isolene shake. We're testing, obviously, microbial contaminants. We're testing heavy metals. We're testing over 400 different pesticides. We're testing nutritional content. We're testing macro content. We're testing the individual ingredients. We're testing water activity. We're testing, you name it, stability over the course of 2 years. All of these things, routinely testing. No compromise. In any conversation that I've ever been a part in at Isagenix, that has never even come up to be like, should we compromise? No, like we absolutely, like they have that. It's a department that runs completely independent of all of the financial decisions. It is like the, Supreme Court, right? It's apolitical. You test until your heart's desire. You find any reason to not put it out in the market. We listen to you, no questions asked. Now there comes some repercussions, right? For example, B is backordered. Why? Well, it didn't meet our exceptionally high quality standards. So rather than us lowering that standards, we unfortunately have to say, it's going to be a few weeks before B comes back because it didn't meet that standard, right? At the end of the day, if you have no compromise, that means ultimately that you don't compromise and there's some ramifications. We test those. But number two, which everyone will say they have the best, highest quality, right? That's not, everyone says it. Isagenix has the documentation, the certifications to prove it, right? It's crazy. Like, I saw one company the other day. It was like, our 10 quality points, 7 out of the 10 quality points that they listed are FDA requirements. That's the equivalent of me saying, guys, we have the safest cars in the world. Why? Because it has seatbelts. Well, I'm pretty sure seatbelts are required in your car. So if you're advertising that the car you're selling somebody has seatbelts, as like a great feature makes them safe, that's kind of ridiculous. Every car has seatbelts. So you find all these marketing employees and people just see hopefully people see right through it. Isagenix absolutely has incredible quality standards, uncompromising. But the second point, which is easy for people to see through if you just look, Isagenix, go to isagenixhealth.net. Uncompromising quality also means that we don't compromise on the ingredients and the quality of those ingredients, making sure there's no contaminants, but it's also making sure that the product does what it's intended to do, right? Everyone kind of forgets that second one in this industry. And what they do is they're kind of saying, hey, you know what this product's going to do, guys? It's going to make this, it's going to make, this bald person grow 3 feet of hair. And then they don't care because it's your reputation that they're ultimately leveraging. And so when your neighbor doesn't get the results they're looking for, the company hides behind the corporate veil. Who cares? Another one on the road. And it's you having to make awkward eye contact with your neighbor because they're still like as bald as ever, right? And so what we have done is crazy amount of research. Go to isagenixhealth.net. You will see a list of clinicals, obviously the ones on the shakes. And these results, like when you compare these results to other companies, billion-dollar, multi-billion-dollar companies, our results are about twice as effective as theirs. That is not like hyperbole. That is scientific evidence. Compare their clinicals to our clinicals, right? They did good, we do better. It's as simple as that, right? So if you're going to somebody and you're saying, hey, if you're wanting to lose weight and you're wanting to lose weight at half the rate of Isagenix, by all means, go somewhere else. Go sign up for a little class that you go to every Saturday. Go sign up for hundreds of dollars of meals getting delivered to your door. You go sign up for it. If you're wanting twice the results that you keep off over the course of the year at about half the price of these other companies, well, then Isagenix is yours. And I'm sorry, I'm looking at people all over the screenshot. If you can't make a sale with that language, well, then you're in the wrong business, right? So it is super simple, guys. Our results are simply better than anyone else. And it's not us just giving these anecdotal evidences of, hey, we'll pull 1 or 2 people and put a picture out. No, study after study. And it's not just our shakes, e-shots. You'll realize we've done clinical studies on our e-shots showing that people don't have the type of caffeine crash that you get from other energy drinks because of the adaptogens that are in there. Clinical results with respect to adaptogen elixir, right? You wonder why you're sleeping better? Well, guess what? You're not alone. People report, based upon them wearing all these devices while they sleep, about 40% better and deeper. And so what we have here is simply uncompromised quality of the ingredients that are in our shakes and uncompromised results that they deliver. And that is why Isagenix, that's why, at the end of the day, I'm not sitting on some big yacht floating across the world, because I did not want to sell my happiness and integrity for that, right? I'm hoping maybe a little bit more I'd sell it, but not for that, right? And that you can read the science. It's out there, it's public. And that is why I came to Isagenix. And that is why I believe so profoundly in these products.